Spring is in the air, and that means that it's nesting season in Michigan. So get your bird calls ready to go for the weekend. The 2025 Spring Bluebird Festival is kicking off tomorrow at Calvin University. Here with more about the event, we're joined by Brian Smith with the Michigan Bluebird Society. Thank you so much for being here.
And thank you for having me.
Being here, but bringing a nest. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Let's talk about first the Bluebird Society. What is it?
Right.
What do you do?
Okay, the Michigan Bluebird Society was started in 2001.
Okay.
And it was started to help bluebirds to make sure that their populations don't go down. If it weren't for the Bluebird Society, the eastern bluebird could possibly even be endangered today.
Okay, well, let's talk about the Bluebird. What makes it so special? Why is it the focus here?
Okay, what you'd expect me to say is they're a beautiful bird and we should focus on them because they're a beautiful bird, but it's so much more than that. They're what's called a secondary cavity nester, which means they need a cavity to nest in, but they cannot make the cavity themselves. So unlike the robin, they are actually related to the American robin, but they don't just make a nest anywhere like the robin does. They need what would look like a woodpecker hole in nature. But the problem with that is there's so much land destruction or development that there's not enough places for them to nest. So that's why we focus on the bluebird nest boxes, because it replicates a tree cavity.
Sure. So we need to help them to survive and continue to thrive. Let's talk about what you brought here. So is it pretty easy to make these, and where would you put something like this?
It's very labor intensive and actually very expensive too. It's western red cedar, and we put them up on steel poles. This pole would be 8 feet long and then about 5 feet high. And the hole is specific to the size of the bluebird, so not bigger birds cannot get in there. And we open it up, and what we really focus on too is monitoring these boxes. You will not bother them by opening up and looking inside. So you want to look inside at least once a week so you know what's in there. You want good birds in there and not bad birds. So
that is so interesting, and I know you're going to be talking more about that. There's a panel of speakers happening that will be there at this festival happening tomorrow. Give us the details if people want to join along and learn more about the bluebirds.
Right. So the first period is a question-answer period where we have a panel of experts, and you can ask whatever question you want about bluebirds. And it's very informative.
Okay.
Yes.
We've got the details right there on your screen. And of course, it sounds like we're all needed to help these birds. They are beautiful. So Brian, thank you so much for being here. We'll get all those details, of course, linked on our website as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.